Hello and welcome to the Toyota Himedic, one of the latest and most unique cars to ever be added to Gran Turismo 7. Now, a lot of people were actually on the fence about this vehicle coming to Gran Turismo 7, but I think it's actually a great addition. Now, this has to be one of the heaviest cars in Gran Turismo to date. The vehicle weighs 6,305 pounds, which is 2,860 kgs. This car is extremely heavy, and you can really feel that when it comes to driving this vehicle in Gran Turismo 7. Now, when it comes to driving this vehicle, you aren't gonna experience neck-breaking speeds. No, you're gonna feel the exact opposite. The high ace, which this is based off of, was never meant to be a quick vehicle. This is actually the first ever real world emergency vehicle to appear in the franchise, but the vehicle has already been and made numerous appearances in the game. However, under a prop vehicle, if you look on the side of a track, you might even spot this vehicle. However, we are now able to get behind the wheel of the Toyota ambulance. Now, this car, you got it by just viewing the Nations Cup stream, and they decided, you know what, free vehicle, here you go. But if you didn't watch it, you will be able to get this vehicle at the end of September 2023. So the car in its standard form is not the fastest. As I said, it weighs as much as a house, and it produces 157 brake horsepower. Now, that is not really like, wow, this is amazing power or anything like that. You should not expect great things out of an ambulance. The best thing about it has to be the sirens. Different sirens will go off for different reasons. For example, when starting up the vehicle, after selecting it, the ambulance will say, an ambulance is starting off, please be careful. When using the left turn signal, turning left, please be careful. Or turning right, same thing, right? Use the hazards, the siren goes off and says, entering the crossing, please be careful. Turning off the hazards is thank you for your cooperation. Flashing the headlights is an ambulance is approaching, please make way. There's no other car in Gran Turismo that can do this. Now, I know there's been a lot of people who aren't happy with this vehicle being added to Gran Turismo 7 because they want more, like, you know, they want race cars, they want supercars being added. But a lot of people often forget that Gran Turismo, even the previous games in the franchise, they've had so many quirky vehicles that a lot of players actually spent a lot more time in them than actual race cars. So Gran Turismo is kind of known for adding weird and just fun and unique vehicles, exactly like the ambulance. So around Kyoto Driving Park, going foot flat around 90% to the circuit because you aren't going that fast, reaching a top speed of 150 kilometers per hour, going downhill. Even with the help of gravity, this vehicle isn't extremely fast. Going around the circuit, you're gonna see that you're gonna set lap times around the 2-minute 50-second mark, which is just painfully slow. But what I thought was gonna be funny, a bit different, is to see how good this vehicle is at off-roading. Because at the end of the day, it's an ambulance, and because of that, not everyone's in the city. People out in the farmlands also need help and assistance. So how fast can an ambulance go off-road? You know, just to find out how well it handles delivering passengers. Around Sardinia windmills, the vehicle was just like how it performs on circuit. Extremely slow, setting a lap time of 1-minute 52 seconds. However, what I must say is the suspension handles bumps incredibly well, and I can say the way it is on circuit and the way it is off-road handles honestly on the same level. I wasn't like, okay, you can feel this is only meant to be off-road or this is only meant to be an on-road vehicle. It handled both at the same level, so I'm really excited to see how this vehicle handles some upgrades. So if we head on over to the tuning shop and spend quite a bit of money, we're gonna see a lot of change in performance. So now, after fully upgrading the vehicle, we are left with 514 brake horsepower, and this is the biggest thing, 1973 kgs. I mean, look, the vehicle is still extremely heavy. However, we did take out a lot of weight, so that's gonna help us massively in corners, as well as with the upgraded power level. Wherever we go, wherever we take the circle, whether it's off-road or on-road, the car should, well, the ambulance, we should see a drastic improvement. And once we head back on over to Sardinia, we can see exactly that. The car is so much more responsive, it's so much more faster, and see how fast the vehicle accelerates. And to be honest with you, it's actually half decent. I really came into thinking, oh, this thing's gonna be terrible, you know, it's not gonna be fun at all. That is not the case. This vehicle, when it comes to off-roading, it handles bumps amazingly, and just the way it's set up, the car has a four-wheel drive system which helps it out massively, and around any off-road circuit, the car is just a whole lot of fun, and it can honestly just handle whatever you throw at it. Then when it comes to using the vehicle on road, you can actually get it to slide, and that's what honestly threw me off. Now around Kyoto driving park, you see yourself gonna save over a minute compared to when the vehicle is stock. The car is so much faster now that it's honestly shocking. I was not prepared for it to be this good. And the ambulance, would I pay for this vehicle? Would I go out of my way to purchase this vehicle? No. Would them give me it for free? I mean, by all means, I'll take it. I'll never turn it down. And the vehicle is fun, it's unique, it has its quirks. Fully upgraded with its 500 horsepower racing softs, it comes in at just over 600 performance points. And if I had to compare it to something, it has to be the Toyota Alphard that we got a couple of updates ago. But the Alphard will run rings around the Himedic, but the Himedic is still unique, fun, and one of a kind. There's nothing else in Gran Turismo 7 like this. So with all of this being said, if you guys do go on to enjoy this video, don't forget, leave a like and subscribe for more Gran Turismo 7 content, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.